We've covered a lot of ground in this series. In part 1, we looked at the two faces of age is just a number, how the same phrase can be a declaration of empowerment or a form of avoidance, depending entirely on the posture behind it. In part 2, we went deeper into what the phrase reveals about a person's relationship with responsibility and how the intention behind the words matters far more than the words themselves. Now we arrive at the final layer, the one that underlies everything else. Because at its core, age is just a number isn't a statement about fitness or responsibility. It's a narrative. It's the story you give yourself about what time means, what getting older means, and what's still possible for you. And like all narratives, it has the power to expand your life or shrink it. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. Most of us didn't choose our first story about age. It was provided for us. From culture, from family, from the messages absorbed over decades about what people at your age are supposed to do, feel, want, and expect. By the time we're old enough to question those messages, many of them have already settled into the background, shaping decisions without announcing themselves. When someone says, "It's too late for me," or "I missed my chance," or "I should have started this earlier," they're rarely talking about a specific door that closed. They're expressing regret. And regret, left unexamined, becomes a story. And the story becomes a limit. Age is just a number, at its best, is the moment someone decides to question that inherited script. To ask, who told me this? And do I actually believe it? Consider this. The fear most people carry about aging isn't really about the years themselves. It's about what they've decided those years mean. It's the story that says capability peaks and then declines, that reinvention belongs to the young, that the person you are now is more or less the person you'll remain, that the window, whatever window matters most to you, is closing, and closing fast. None of those are facts. They're interpretations, constructed meanings. And here's the Stoic insight that cuts through all of it. You don't control your age. You control your interpretation of what it means, and you control your actions within it. When the phrase is used to avoid rather than to empower, what's really being avoided is grief. The grief of wasted time, missed chances, or decisions left unmade. That's not a small thing to sit with. But avoidance doesn't resolve grief. It defers it, and it tends to charge interest. The braver move is to look at the story directly, to ask, is this narrative true? Is it useful? And is it actually mine, or did I simply never think to question it? The Stoics had a practice called memento mori. Remember that you will die. It sounds morbid, but it isn't. It's a call to remember your agency. Marcus Aurelius wrote of the ideal person as, begin quote, an athlete in the greatest of all contests, the struggle not to be overwhelmed by anything that happens, end quote. That contest doesn't have an age limit. It doesn't peak at 30 or expire at 50. It's available in every moment of choice, at every stage of life, but only to the person who has decided to show up for it. The Stoic view of age is this: the number is objective, the meaning is constructed, and the construction is yours to do. Age is a context for action, not a constraint on it. Memento mori isn't a reminder that time is running out, so much as it's a reminder that time is passing, and that what you do within it is still entirely up to you. Consider for a moment what age actually is. We measure it in years, units built on the rotation of the earth around the sun, celestial cycles tracked on a calendar. The number itself carries no judgment, no verdict, no instruction. We put all of that there, which means we can put something else there instead. Age, when you look at it clearly, is a narrative device. It can be a reason to start or to stop, a reason to try or to avoid, a reason to hope or a reason to despair. The number is neutral. The meaning is constructed, and the construction is yours. That is a most practical truth in personal development, because the story you tell about your age shapes the choices you make, the risks you take, the things you attempt, and the person you allow yourself to become. Change the story, and you change the trajectory. The responsibility for that story is yours. So is the freedom. Across these 3 episodes, we've examined age is just a number from every angle, as a statement about biology and empowerment, as a window into personal responsibility, and now as a narrative about identity and time. What emerges across all 3 is the same conclusion. The number is not the thing that matters most. What matters is the meaning you give it, the posture you bring to it, and the choices you make within it. Age is just a number. But the story you tell about that number, that's your experience of life. The choice, as always, is yours. One final thing. I'm launching a free community on School called Exercising Self-Control on April 2nd. The community exists for one reason: to help you use your body to train your mind. Discipline is the outcome. No hype, no drama, just deliberate action and identity-based training. You'll change your body. More importantly, you'll establish an exercise practice that will change the trajectory of your life. The link is in the show notes. Join the waitlist now. That's it for today. Catch you next time.